Hi guys, welcome back to Input Plus. Today's video is about another PC case, the Phantex Enthoo Evolv ITX case. But before we proceed to look at the features of the case, don't forget to subscribe to Input Plus by clicking on the red subscribe button below the video. Okay, so let's open this thing up. It's a nice looking case. Seems very sturdy, like the materials are pretty top notch. So the design caught my eye. It's an ITX case, obviously the smallest form factor, but case isn't that super small, so there should be a lot of room to maneuver around while working on the build. So that was a tempered glass side panel, by the way. There's also an acrylic version. This one is the glass one, and obviously the color is white. So let's look at the inside of the case. First thing that you will see is the hard drive bay. It's got a rubber mounting hardware, so quite convenient, because all you have to do is slide it out, take out the tray, attach your 2.5 SSD or 2.5-inch hard drive, screw it off on the sides, lay it back in, and slide it back in place. You'll hear it snap in place. If you need to install a 3.5-inch hard drive on top here, then you'll have to remove the bracket and reposition the rubber mounts to accommodate that size. Let's open up the case so that you will see, and they're fairly easy to open. Then the dust filter is exposed, which is also fairly easy to take off if you needed to clean them. Okay, and so now you can see the fan mounting positions. This front is able to take a 240 AIO or a 280 AIO, meaning 2x140 or 2x120. The same configuration with the fans. And while we're on the subject of radiators, you are also able to mount the same sizes up on the top. You cannot remove the top part of the case, but it has a slide out radiator mount or fan mount. This tray slides out, which is quite convenient, and then you can install your hardware, and when you're done, this slides back into place once I find the proper notch. I got this case from a guy who had also added Phantex LED lights. So I thought that was a bonus. The Phantex connectors that are included in the case, this has some LED right here, is quite proprietary, so you can't buy a non-Phantex LED strip and try to connect it. I don't think it will work. So he added the Phantex LED strips to go with it. So that's an added bonus for me. Okay, so now let's open the backside. Okay, it's quite a bit of room for cable management, but being an ITX case, there shouldn't be a lot of cables. This will take a full size, let's take out the hardware accessories. This will take a full size power supply, which is a nice plus for me. And here you have a hard drive cage where you are able to install two 3.5-inch hard drives. I guess you need to purchase the additional tray, or you can put 2.5-inch hard drives in this tray. And this tray also is removable if you needed room for the front radiators. If they're a push-pull configuration, then you need to move this tray out of the way along with the mid-plate bracket. This shroud basically stays, but the hard drive cage can be removed. Okay, and then as you can tell, rubber grommets for cable management, two nice cable tie sections to hold the cables in place, another SSD rubber slide out rubber mounting right there. So attach the SSD and then clip it back into place. So another nice feature. So I'm quite excited. Kind of nice to have a little case on top of a desk instead of like the full-size mid-towers. Not full-size mid-towers, but mid-towers per se. And excited about the lights. I'm not gonna put a lot of fans in it. Try to keep it minimal. I'm using just a test ITX board, so not a full-featured one. So be back with the build. See you in a bit. Hi guys, the build's finished. Not bad. First time to work on ITX, and had some troubles with mostly fittings, connectors. Their ITX boards they're in different spots than micro ATX and regular ATX. So I had to take the radiator, which I had installed. I'll show you. Nice colors from the strip, by the way. Which can be changed through this button, as you can tell. Changes colors. Ignore the old school power supply. It's the only one I have available. So yeah, again, I had to remove the radiator a couple of times just to get to the connectors at the on the board, because I didn't know where they were. Front panel connectors. I started to put stuff in before I even finished the cables. So lesson learned with ITX, finish the motherboard connections first, then work on the power supply and everything else. Actually, the Phantex, the backside is pretty generous considering the amount of cables I had, because it was a full-size power supply. So I had a lot of cables, extra cables. It's not even modular. It's an old school power supply, but it works for my purposes. So I'm quite happy. The case is pretty good. I would consider possibly building an ITX gaming case, because it won't take up so much space on the desktop. The next test would be thermals, so we'll see how that goes. I can add more fans to this setup, by the way. I only have the bare minimum, which is a front 140mm fan and the radiator, and the airflow is going in just one direction. There's not even a mesh front, so I can feel the warm air already coming from the radiator. So we'll see how the thermals go. I can put extra fans and see how that affects it, more lighting as well. So, but that's it for the Phantex Evolv ITX case. Not bad. Again, I have to test the thermals, but I like it. So thumbs up for this case, and hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to Input Plus by clicking on the red subscribe button below the video. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and then leave your comments. So until the next one, guys, bye.